What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be smoking a favorite at my household, which is mac and cheese. So we're going to get this smoker fired up here in just a moment. I'll show you guys how I put together all the cheese sauce and all that good stuff and get it thrown on and see that melty goodness. So stick with me here. Let's get started. All right, guys, so the pellet smoker is outside. It's getting heated up right now. So far, what I've got taken care of here is I've shredded some cheese. This is just a little over 1.5 pounds of cheese. Got some American cheese, that's a pound's worth. Then I've got some Vermont cheddar cheese. This is about 1/2 pound. And then this is some Monterey Jack. We've got just a little under 1/4 pound of that here. So that's the mixture that I'm using. You guys can choose whatever mixture that you want. Just most important thing is get a good high quality cheese in block form and shred it yourself, because that cellulose stuff that's in the starch stuff that's in those packaged cheeses is no good for this recipe. You have to make sure that you get one of these cheeses. So we've got that. We're going to make a roux in just a few moments. You're going to want to have some sour cream ready, some mayonnaise, some seasoning of your choice. I'm using some Cajun seasoning, just some regular black pepper, and I'm going to add a little bit of a hot sauce to this here too. So heavy whipping cream for the roux, some butter for that, and as well as some flour, and we'll get this going. I've got some pasta already cooked here too, cooked to al dente. You want to make sure you don't overcook it, because this is still going to be cooking on that smoker as well. But let's go ahead and get started with that roux here now. All right, so what we're starting off here right now with is just making a roux. So that for that, we're going to just go ahead and melt about 2 tablespoons of butter here. And then we're going to add some flour to this in a second when this butter is all melted down. And this is going to be for the cheese sauce that we're making. This is going to help get that melty cheese be nice and creamy. You just want to make sure that you cook this flour well enough so that you're not getting that floury taste going on with it. So as you can see there, that butter and that flour is getting cooked here. And then once that's ready to go, we're just going to add the heavy cream to this here in a second. And we're going to do that a little bit at a time. Remember, this is 2 cups of heavy cream that we're going to be adding. That looks about what we want there. Now we'll go ahead and just slowly add this heavy cream in. And you want to be kind of stirring as you're doing this and going slowly so that it all combines nice and evenly. And you're going to see this thicken up real nicely to kind of a pasty consistency. All right, so once we've got that roux to the consistency that we like here, which is just like that, just go ahead and start adding handfuls of cheese in there. So as you add that handful of cheese, stir it in. Make sure that it gets incorporated nicely. Just like that, and this is going to make a real nice creamy cheese blend. All right, we are on the last scoop of cheese here. And as you can see, that's become nice and cheesy, just like that. And once this last bit here gets melted in, so I'm going to go ahead and start adding in some seasoning. Remember, don't forget to taste. Taste as you go and adjust accordingly. So if it's not salty enough, feel free to add salt. If it's not spicy enough for you, add some more heat. But this isn't going to need much, so I'm just going to flavor it a little bit with this Cajun seasoning. Come in here with a little bit of this Chipotle Tabasco. It's my favorite hot sauce. Not too much though, just a little extra kick. And incorporate that in here as well. And then once that's incorporated, this is going to go straight into the noodles. So I'll see you back in a second just for that. All right, guys, now that this is complete with the cheese, I'm going to go ahead and add this into the pasta. Nice cheesy liquid golden here. Try to get as much of it as you can. Then at this point is where I'm going to come in here with some of the mayonnaise. This is a cup of mayonnaise that I'm using. Smell it, Rockstar? Smells good. Sour cream, half a cup. And you're going to want to get something real sturdy to mix this with. So just going to use a wooden paddle here. Put that aside. And start folding that cheese in. And while I'm doing that, I like peppery mac and cheese. So I'm going to sprinkle some pepper in here. And then continue stirring, getting this all incorporated. You want to make sure that this cheese coats every macaroni in this pot. And I mean, honestly, this is so good you could just eat this right now. But once we put this in a pan, top it with some good old panko and bacon, it's going to take it to the next level. All right, now that this is mixed how I like it, I'm going to transfer this over to an aluminum pan that I'm going to grease up here in just a second. I'm going to check up on the bacon, start crumbling that nicely, and mix it up with some panko. And then we're going to get this tossed on the smoker once it's put together. So let me check on those. I'll be right back with you. All right, now that we got some panko and some bacon here in a bowl, I'm going to go ahead and transfer this mac and cheese over into this aluminum pan. This is what it's going to go in on the smoker with. Spread it all out nicely here. And then just a nice even layer of bacon and panko to make a nice and crispy little crust. Once you've got it all on, just with your hands you can get in here and spread it nicely so that you just got some full coverage and a little bit of bacon in every bite. And there we go. That's what we're going to go ahead and toss on the smoker here. So let's get out there. Then we'll get this all cooked up. All right, guys, so we are out here now on the smoker. I've got this set to the high smoke setting again. That's to get that smoke penetration into the panko as well as that mac and cheese. So I'm going to throw that on there, and I'm going to probably keep that on there for about 30 minutes, check on it, see how it's doing, and then we'll probably bump up the temperature as well a little bit later on. Let's go ahead and get this thrown on here now. That looks pretty good, I would say, as it is, but we're about to kick it up a notch. So close that up, let it do its thing, and then we'll check on it in about 30 to 45 minutes. All right, guys, so we're at the 30-minute mark here. I'm going to go ahead and pop this open, see what it's looking like, and then probably bump this temperature up a little bit so we can get some browning action on the panko and on that bacon. So let's take a look and see. So not much changed, but that smoky flavor coming from this smoker is definitely penetrated there. So let's just go ahead and get this bumped up here. Like I said, we were at that high smoke setting. I'm going to set that temp. Up to 350, and let's hit that with the smoke 7. The reason why I don't go like a smoke 9 or 10 on this is because what happens with these Camp Chefs is the temperature likes to swing a whole lot more when you select those higher smoke settings. So I put it on about that 7 to 8 level. You're going to get still a lot of smoke production, but it's going to keep a more level temperature. So if I set it to 350, it's going to stick to 350 more so than it would on that 9 or 10. 9 or 10, you're going to see more fluctuations in the 20 plus or minus degrees area there. But so that's where we're at. Let's give this some more time now to go ahead and cook. We'll check back in again in about another half hour. So see you then. All right, guys, we are back out here now. It's been another 30 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and take a look and see where we're at here and determine if I'm going to keep it on there a little bit longer. So let's take a look and see what we've got. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I want to see there. So that is looking perfect. I'm going to go ahead and get this taken off here, grab some gloves, and we're going to slice right into this and see what it looks like. But I can already tell it's going to be pretty good. So here we go. All right, guys, so this is looking and smelling absolutely incredible right now. So I'm going to go ahead and break into this and see what it tastes like. Let's give this a shot here. Oh, that is perfect. Creamy, got that little bit of crunch up at the top from the panko. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Look at that. Beautifully creamy. Amazing looking. And super hot. Oh, guys, but that is delicious. I was worried that I cut the bacon up into too big of pieces instead of breaking it up a little bit more. But honestly, when you get a piece of bacon in like that, it tastes delicious. I mean, look at this. This is just so creamy. This is exactly how I like my mac and cheese. Nice and creamy, nice and fresh. This is perfect. I'm going to smash this plate and feed my family here in just a moment with this. They are going to love it. Give this a shot. Let me know what you guys think of it when you give it a shot. Tell me what you use for your cheeses. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give me a like. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. But that's a wrap for this one. We'll see you in the next one.